Hi, welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm your host, Steven, and today I'll be bringing back under the radar reviews where I kind of go back and look at albums that may have fallen by the wayside, didn't get their just due, or even I could have made a mistake, not a mistake, but we're a little harsh at the time, and now I've gone back and realized that now I get what they were doing. This time up, I'm going to go with Bryan Adams' album Get Up. This was released in 2015. The album was produced by Jeff Lynne, who's best known for ELO, and he was the primary songwriter, producer, singer of the band. He also went on to produce George Harrison's album Cloud Nine, Tom Petty's albums, and of course the Traveling Wilburys. Um, with this album, Bryan Adams kind of set out to do a retro rock album, kind of his homage to the retro rock, like the Buddy Holly style, but with contemporary sounds and I guess energy. So when it first came out, he kind of said this was supposed to be the original album to come after Reckless. So in my head, I kind of had a Reckless sounding album, Summer of '69, A Run to You, stuff like that. This isn't like that at all. So I guess I was taken aback, was not crazy about it at the time, and this week while I was at home, stumbled upon this again, played it, and to my amazement, really enjoyed this album. The opening track, "You Belong to Me," is a great little rocker, little rockabilly. You Go Down Rockin' could have been something off anything from the '80s or even his "Waking Up the Neighbors" album. "We Did It All" is a nice ballad. "That's Rock and Roll" is catchy. "Don't Even Try" is great. "Do What You Gotta Do" is great. "Thunderbolt" is kind of cheesy. "Yesterday Was Just a Dream" is a great little mid-tempo number or ballad. And "Brand New Day," the album closer, is great too. Another little rockabilly on that one. Um, the album also contains acoustic versions of "Don't Even Try," "We Did It All," "You Belong to Me," and "Brand New Day." The album is short. If you go by the 9 tracks, it's about 25 minutes long. So you blink, this thing's over. But I really like it. At first, I thought it kind of sounded too much like a Jeff Lynne album. But Jeff Lynne is also one of those guys that likes those 50s and 60s records. So it makes sense now to me that Bryan Adams kind of pegged him to sit in the producer's chair. I think I give this a mediocre review. I kind of said it's maybe a 2 on 5 on this, and that was a little harsh. But again, I was in that thing when he kind of said, Bryan Adams, like, this is my follow up to Reckless. I think like a lot of us, Reckless was huge album in my time. This thing I think went to sell 7 million copies, made him an international superstar. So when I heard Reckless, I made that mistake of setting a sound in my head of what I thought it was going to be, and I thought I was going to get Reckless Part 2, and it's not. It is a great rock album. It's just not a modern rock album. There's modern sensibilities and energy to it, but it is influenced by the 50s and 60s for sure. This is kind of like the Beatles before Revolver, a little bit of Dave Allman on here, ELO for sure. We Did It All sounds like an ELO song, a lost ELO song, that's for sure. All in all, if you like old school rock and roll, and I don't mean the Eagles and Stone, there is a Stonesy feel on it. Sorry, there's a little Stonesy feel. But if you like the 50s and 60s rock, this is for you. If you're looking again, like I was looking for the another contemporary rock pop album like Reckless, it's not it. And I think that was my mistake going into it. I wasn't in the right state of mind. But going back to it now, I like it. I think it's great. A little too short, but I think most of the songs are under 3 minutes on this thing. So I mean, like I said, you blink, this album is over. But nonetheless, good job on it. I take back my mediocre review, and I'll have to say, good album, and you should give it a whirl, give it a listen to. If you don't have this, you should add it to your collection, or at least go to Spotify and listen to it once. This is Steven back with the Under the Radar reviews, and first up, Get Up by Bryan Adams. Hope you liked it. Let me know what you think of the album. Do you have it? Favorite tracks? Do you not like it? Let me know. Love to hear from you. Smash the like button. Subscribe. We would definitely like to hear from you. This is Steven signing off from the Roundtable.